I never thought a single dinner could change everything. I walked into our dining room, my mind light, expecting our usual quiet evening. Then she was there. Smile hit me first, like she owned the space.
Ow.
That smile made my stomach twist. "Didn't expect to see you tonight," she said, leaning casually against the doorway. I froze. "Claire, what are you doing here?" She laughed softly, tilting her head. "I just thought I'd drop by. I heard you were hosting dinner. Thought I'd join." I felt my hands clench. My husband, James, looked up from the table, his face tight. I didn't know she was coming." Claire's eyes sparkled. "You never told her, James? About, the baby?" The words hit me like ice water. "What baby?" My voice cracked, my pulse thundering. James swallowed. I didn't think it mattered now." I blinked, trying to comprehend. "You thought it didn't matter? You didn't tell me you had a child?" He avoided my gaze. I was going to... I just didn't know how." I shook my head, disbelief turning to fury. "Didn't know how?" "James, we're married. How could you hide something like this?" Claire sipped her wine, smirking. "He probably thought you'd never find out." I wanted to scream, to throw the glass, to rip them both apart. "You knew about this?" I spat at James, but my anger found her first. "And you just waltz in here like this is normal." She shrugged. "I didn't lie. I just told the truth. Eventually." James ran a hand through his hair. I didn't mean to hurt you. I swear." "Didn't mean to hurt me?" I laughed bitterly. "James, do you know how that feels? To sit here smiling, thinking everything's fine while there's a child you never told me about?" Claire's eyes glinted, almost amused. "You overreact, don't you?" "Overreact?" Could feel my chest tightening, tears threatening. "Overreact? I trusted you. I loved you. And you hid this." "How long, James?" He flinched. Before we married." My vision blurred. My voice dropped. "Before we married, you knew, and you married me anyway, all this time." Claire leaned forward, her tone cold. "Some secrets are hard to tell, but now it's out." I could barely breathe. I wanted to run. I wanted to stay. I wanted to throw the chair across the room. Instead, I sat down heavily, my hands shaking. I can't believe this." James reached for my hand. "Please, let me explain." I jerked it away. "Explain? How can anything you say explain this? Explain the betrayal, the lies." Claire smiled faintly. "You always were dramatic. Maybe that's why he liked you." I turned to her, my voice sharp. "Dramatic? You're the one who brings a baby into this like it's a gift. You're the one who ruins lives with a smile," James groaned. "Stop it. Both of you, just stop it." But I couldn't stop it. "James, you chose to keep this from me. You chose to hide half your life. How can you tell me to stop?" Claire stood up, elegant and mocking. "Maybe it's for the best. Maybe now he'll finally see who's really important." I looked at her, disbelief and rage mingling. "And that's me. I'm just a placeholder until reality comes knocking." James's voice shook. I never meant for it to be like this. I thought I was protecting you. I thought I could handle it." I laughed, hollow and bitter. "Protect me? By lying? By pretending nothing exists? You call that protection?" She tilted her head.
Sure.
"So predictable, heartbroken, furious, it's still here, listening." "I'm not here for you," I shouted. "I'm here for the truth. I want honesty, James. And I want it now. Every detail, every lie, every secret you thought you could bury." He sank into his chair. I don't know if I can." "Think you didn't think?" I leaned close, voice trembling. "You didn't think about me? About us? About our life? Did you?" He flinched, but didn't answer. Claire's laugh was low, almost sinister. "Some people can't handle the truth, but now they have to." I felt my chest tighten. The room seemed smaller, heavier. Everything I loved, everything I trusted, felt like it had turned against me. I wanted to leave, but I couldn't. I needed to see him crumble. I needed to hear it all. "I trusted you," I whispered, almost to myself. "And you You betrayed me, all of this. It's your fault. James's eyes were glossy. I'm sorry. I know that doesn't fix anything. It back. I swallowed hard. No, you can't. And you'll live with that. You'll live knowing what you did, knowing the life you ruined. Claire smirked again. Looks like someone finally woke up. I stood up abruptly, pacing. I'm done being polite. I'm done pretending this doesn't matter. You made your choices, now I get to make mine. James's voice cracked. Wait, what are you saying? I stopped, looking him in the eyes. I'm saying, I will not forgive this easily. Will not forget, and I will. Make sure you understand exactly what betrayal feels like. He paled. You wouldn't. I smiled, a little bitter, a little dangerous. Oh, I would and I will. But first, I need to think. I need a plan. You see, James? You thought I was weak. You thought I'd crumble. But you don't know me. Claire's voice softened mockingly. Then it begins. Good luck. I closed the dining room door behind me, the echoes of their laughter chasing me down the hallway. Alone, I let the first tears fall. But amid the heartbreak, a spark ignited. I was done being a victim, done being blindsided. I whispered to myself, voice shaking with resolve, You'll pay for this. All of it, I promise. I sat on the edge of our bed, staring at the ceiling, mind racing. Plans, schemes, small manipulations, they all swirled in my head. Revenge would be precise, patient. I would watch him, wait, and strike where it hurt most. I wasn't naive. I knew this path would cost me too, maybe more than him. But the thought of letting him get away with this? Unbearable. Tonight, my perfect life was shattered. But tomorrow, I would begin taking control, and he would realize exactly what he lost. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't sleep the next one either. Every time I closed my eyes, I heard her voice again. The baby. No. The word burned. You're awake again, James, said one morning. Trying to sound casual, I never slept, I replied. He forced a smile. You've been quiet lately? Should I be talking? He hesitated. Things feel tense. Tense. I looked at him. It's the word you choose. He sighed. I'm trying to act normal. It's your problem. I said, you always act. He laughed nervously. You're reading into things? I didn't answer. I watched him instead. The way he checked his phone when he thought I wasn't looking. The way his voice changed when he lied. I noticed everything now. That evening, my phone rang. Tell me you're okay, my best friend Mark said. I'm fine. I lied. You never sound fine when you say that, he replied. I found out. Something, I said. Something bad. Something that changed how I see my husband. Silence. Then do you want advice or backup? I want truth, I said. Mark exhaled. That scares me. Right. It should, I replied. The next day, James kissed my cheek before work. Love you, I smiled. Drive safe. He left confident, unaware. I opened my laptop, searched names. I hadn't thought about in years. Old coworkers, former friends, people who knew him before me. I messaged one. Hey, it's been a while. The reply came fast. Wow, didn't expect this. How's James? I typed slowly. Still the same. Still hiding things. 3 dots appeared. What do you mean? I mean, did you know? A pause. Longer this time. Know what? Smiled that. Evening, James talked about his day. Work was exhausting. Anyone acting strange? I asked. He frowned. Why would they? Just curious. You've been asking weird questions lately, he said. I'm learning, I replied. He laughed. About what? People, I said. Later, Mark came over. This doesn't look healthy, said, looking around. Neither does lying, answered. You're different, he said. I was blind before I replied. You're planning. Something, he said carefully. Planning survival, I said. That sounds like revenge, he warned. Justice, I corrected. Mark shook his head. Be careful. Obsession destroys everyone. I'm already destroyed, I said. The next move was small. I forwarded an old message James once sent me to one of his coworkers. No context, just enough doubt, the coworker replied. Did he really? Say that? Yes, I typed. I thought you should know. At dinner, James frowned at his phone. Something wrong? I asked. No, he said too fast. Just work. Stressful? Always. Funny, I said. You used to love it. He shrugged. People change, so do lies, I replied. He stared at me. What does that mean? It means I'm paying attention, I said calmly. That night, I overheard him on the phone. I don't know why they're acting weird, he whispered. I stepped closer. Who? I asked loudly. He jumped. No one. Liar, I said softly. He snapped. Why are you like this? Why are you? I shot back. He said nothing. The next day, I met one of his colleagues for coffee. I don't want drama, they said. Neither. Do I? I replied. I want honesty. They sighed. He's been careless lately. Careless how? Words, promises, stories that don't match. I nodded. That's his talent. That night, James drank more than usual. You still love me, right? He asked suddenly. I stared at him. Do you? That's not fair, he said. Neither is betrayal, I replied. He rubbed his face. I feel like everyone's watching me. They are, I said. His voice dropped. Did you tell people? I didn't have to, I replied. You did. He stood up. You're enjoying this? No, I said. I'm enduring it. He shook his head. You're punishing me. I'm letting consequences speak, I replied. Later, Mark texted me. Stop before you lose yourself, I typed back. I already found myself, James. Slept restlessly beside me. I stared at the ceiling, calm for the first time. Every move felt right. Every crack in his world felt earned. He thought everything was normal. I knew better. This wasn't chaos. This was control. Days blurred into weeks, and the silence between us grew louder. James snapped over nothing. Why is the house so quiet? He barked one night. Because you broke it, I replied. He clenched his jaw. You don't have to keep punishing me. I'm not punishing you, I said. I'm watching you, he scoffed. You enjoy this? No, I answered. I endure it. At work events, people avoided him, I noticed. He noticed more. Everyone's acting strange, he muttered in the car. Maybe they're paying attention. I said, You told them something, he accused. I told no one, I replied. Your lies did. That night, his friend Daniel came over. You look like hell, Daniel told him. James forced a laugh. Rough patch. Daniel glanced at me. That's one way to say it. James stiffened. What's that supposed to mean? Daniel hesitated. People talk. You know that. James snapped. About what? I stepped in. About trust. Daniel nodded slowly. Yeah, about that. James stood abruptly. You're taking sides now? I'm listening, Daniel. Said later, Daniel pulled me aside. He's spiraling, he said quietly. He built the hole, I replied. You planned this, Daniel said. I allowed the truth to breathe, I answered. Daniel sighed. You're not innocent anymore? I know, I said. That night, my phone buzzed. Unknown number, James, woman's voice whispered. No, I said. This is his husband. Silence. Then, I need his advice. About what? About the baby? I laughed softly. Wrong number. She panicked. Wait, please, who are you? I asked. I'm just helping her, she said. Helping destroy marriages. I'm helping a mother, she snapped. Tell her this. I said, he's done hiding. I hung up and turned to James. She called again, I said. He went pale. You answered yes, I replied. What did she say? That you're weak, I said. He slammed his fist. You're enjoying this. I'm surviving it, I said the next day. I arranged a gathering. Friends, colleagues, Daniel, people who mattered to him. James whispered, Why are they all here? To listen, I replied. Daniel frowned. What is this? James laughed nervously. Some kind of intervention? Confession, I said. He froze. Don't. I raised my voice. He has a child he never told us about. Gasps filled the room. James shouted. Stop, I continued. He lied before marriage. He hid messages. He let another woman walk into our home and humiliate me. Daniel stared at him. Is this true? James whispered. I can explain. I shook my head. You already did, a colleague spoke up. We trusted you. Another added. You used us. James collapsed into a chair. I was scared. Fear doesn't excuse betrayal, I said. He looked at me, tears forming. I love you. You loved comfort, I replied. He reached for my hand. Please. I stepped back. This ends now. The room was silent. Daniel finally spoke. You should have told the truth, he said. James nodded weakly. I know. Later, everyone left. The house felt empty again. James whispered, I'll change. You already did, I replied. I'll fix this. He begged. Some things can't be repaired, I said. He broke down. I hate myself. So do I admitted. That was the moment it hit me. Revenge wasn't clean. It poisoned me too. I felt hollow, not victorious. James looked up. Is this what you wanted? I hesitated. I wanted truth, and now I want peace, I said. He laughed bitterly. You destroyed me. You destroyed us, I replied. My phone buzzed again. A message from the same number. She's scared, it read. Good, I typed back. James watched me. You're not the person I married. I stopped pretending, I said. He whispered, I'm sorry. I know, I replied. That apology didn't heal anything. It only confirmed what was lost. Daniel texted later. You crossed a line. So did he, I answered. I sat alone, staring at the wall, realizing revenge had teeth. It bit both ways. I felt heavier, darker, but clearer. James slept on the couch that night. I didn't check on him. I didn't cry either. This wasn't triumph. This was fallout. And I knew one thing for certain. There was no going back now. I woke up to silence. No laughter, no excuses, no lies, just quiet. Coffee? I asked, holding 2 mugs. James shook his head. I'm not hungry. Work again? I asked. He shrugged. Always. I set the mugs down. Funny, it seems. Everyone at your office knows more about your life than I do. He froze. What are you talking about? The rumors, I said. Your colleagues, your friends, they know. James ran a hand through his hair. I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. I laughed softly. You hid the truth. You lied. You let everyone believe whatever suited you. Can fix it, he said, voice low. Some things can't be fixed, I said. A message buzzed on my phone. Daniel, he's falling apart. Good, I typed. James frowned. Why are you smiling? I'm not smiling, I said. Observing. He didn't respond. That evening, I received another message. Unknown number. She's gone, it read. Who? I asked aloud. The ex-James muttered. Exactly, I said.
Ow.
And now you face everything alone. He looked at me. You planned this. I let karma speak, I replied. I didn't have to yell. I didn't have to attack. The truth did the work for me. He slumped into the chair. Everyone hates me. I told you, I said softly. Consequences aren't cruel. They're fair. He rubbed his face. I don't deserve this. You didn't deserve me, I said. The next day, his rival at work called him. We need to talk, the message read. James glared at his phone. It's nothing. Just work. I leaned back. Funny how work suddenly cares now. He didn't answer. Later, Daniel stopped by. I think he's losing everything, he said quietly. I know, I replied. He's desperate, Daniel. Continued so, I asked. So, be careful. Revenge can consume you too, he said. I'm already aware, I said. James returned home late that night. I tried to fix it, he said. I know, I replied. But some bridges burn. faster than we realize. He sank onto the couch. You hate me? No, I said. I respect myself now. That's different, he whispered. I want it back. Us. Some things aren't ours to reclaim, I said. He looked at me, eyes pleading. Nate, I'm sorry. For everything. I know, I said. That night, I stared in the mirror. The reflection wasn't the same person I had been weeks ago. The woman who cried alone, broken and humiliated, was gone. In her place stood someone sharper, stronger, and painfully aware of her own power. James peeked into the room. You're different, he said. Not different, I corrected, awakened. He swallowed. Can we try? I shook my head. No, this is closure. I'm walking away. His face fell. After all this, yes, after all this, I said firmly. The following morning, I packed my things. I'm leaving, I told him. Where? Where I can be myself, I said. You'll regret it, he muttered. Maybe, I said, but regret is yours, not mine. I stepped into the car. Daniel waved. Take care of yourself. I will, I replied. The house felt empty, but the emptiness was freeing. The weight of manipulation, betrayal, and lies lifted, leaving only the strength I had cultivated in fire. James called after me. I'll change, I swear. I don't need promises, I said. I need peace. Leaving him alone, he whispered. I'm leaving me alone, I corrected. Weeks later, news trickled in. His rival benefited from the chaos, quietly taking opportunities James had ignored, speaking to clients he had failed. I felt a strange satisfaction, not cruel, just justice. Karma, precise and silent, had done what I only wanted to nudge along. I sat on my balcony sipping tea. The sun was soft. The air smelled like freedom. I thought of the battles, the plans, the careful steps I had taken. It had cost me. Revenge always does. But I was whole. Mark called. You okay? I am, I said. You sound different. Am I replied. Not bitter, not broken, just aware. Was silent for a moment. You survived him. I survived myself too, I said. I hung up and smiled faintly. My phone buzzed with messages. Nothing urgent. Friends, old colleagues, people who mattered. Life continued. Not the life I had imagined, but a life I chose. At work, I finally spoke up for myself, declining tasks that didn't serve me, setting boundaries I never dared before. My voice was steady, confident. I felt the echo of power in it. I had been quiet for too long. At home, the walls no longer carried shadows of the past. I moved freely, leaving behind the remnants of his lies, her manipulation, the haunting words of betrayal. One evening, I looked at my reflection again, just awakened, not just strong. I was free. I saw the scars, yes, but also the growth, the resilience, and the knowledge that no one could ever take my peace again. James remained a chapter closed. The ex vanished entirely. Karma had done its work, but so had I. I had survived. I whispered to myself, I am myself again. Else, no one to betray me, no one to hide from, only me. And for the first time in months, I felt lighter, untethered, ready to embrace a life rebuilt from the ashes of heartbreak and revenge. The world could be cruel. It often was. But I was no longer powerless. I was awake. I was free. I was me.